10 years.
Yeah.
And if you don't let it go, every day you're waking up with the same thoughts and it's never changing. It could be anything. I don't have enough money. For the past 10 years, every day you've been thinking like you don't have enough money. How are you going to have enough money if you're telling yourself I don't have enough money?
Your past defines your future, right?
Bro,
Yeah.
and
Like, at that point, like not really, but if you're really always thinking like that,
Are you recording?
and it's when you actually like, let's say you wake up in the morning,
so we're running.
and you're having the same thoughts, it's okay. We'll do like a bloopers. Don't worry. But like think about that. Yeah, we'll do that.
That
They are exactly. Yeah.
and they can all see the wider spectrum with things because no one has taught them that you're beyond the name and the profession and all these things you're associating with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Your identity is everything, man. And until you change that, man, you won't be able to do anything else.
No,
It's like the biggest losers, when they try to lose weight, but they make them just go that, but they don't change their identity. They might lose weight, but in their hearts, in their soul, they're still a fat person.
yeah.
So they're gonna go back to that eventually, right? They're gonna bounce back because they have to change the mindset, or
Mindset first.
the identity. Yeah, like the inner identity.
Bro, the mind is there, but it can change to whatever you give them. Whatever you put on there is a trend to that,
It is 100%.
Yeah. If you're thinking about like a drunk guy every day, you have that picture in your mind. That's where you become to like a drunk guy every day. You know what I'm saying? Like just whatever you put there is what it manifests in your life.
In your life. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to realize that
It's so flexible. Like you can change. ¿Cómo se dice pensamientos? Thoughts, and you can change your thoughts. Replace it. Take off that one. Like Sadhguru say, if your life is like a diarrhea, ¿cómo se dice? Diarrhea?
Diarrhea.
Like a diarrhea, just stop it. Like just stop it because it's happening all the time. Stop it or let it go, or
I think people just have to learn to let go.
Yes.
You just have to learn to not associate with your thoughts because every day your thoughts are a repetitive cycle of everything that happens the past week, the past year, the past 10 years.
Yes.
And if you don't let it go, every day you're waking up with the same thoughts and it's never changing. It could be anything. I don't have enough money. For the past 10 years, every day you've been thinking like you don't have enough money. How are you going to have enough money if you're telling yourself I don't have enough money?
Your past defines your future, right?
bro. And
Like, at that point, like not really, but if you're really always thinking like that,
Are you recording?
and it's when you actually like, let's say you wake up in the morning,
so we're running.
and you're having the same thoughts, it's okay. We'll do like a bloopers. Don't worry. But like think about that. Yeah, we'll do that. It's like a cut. But if you think about like every day, if you wake up with the same thoughts, let's say you wake up and I have to go to my same job, I have to do say hi to the same people that I don't like, I have to write the same card that I don't really enjoy too much. If that's the first thing in your mind, what do you think is going to happen? You don't leave space for something new, right? So tomorrow is going to be the same as yesterday, right? So it's just a repetitive cycle, and then you become addicted to feeling miserable,
Right.
and it's a
Bro,
drug.
because
It's a drug.
and it's something like in the same time so good because the universe wanna make you happy. If you put in that in your mind, that's what the universe wanna give you. You know what I'm saying? And people sometimes they think like, oh, God is not good or this is not good because they have ideas about like where is God. Like they don't know God is something so powerful than us that is connected to us, like making you happy, giving to you all you want. Whatever you put in your mind is coming to your life. And there is a lot of bad things that didn't happen, so you have to be happy. Because not everything have to happen. So be happy that not everything you wanted it happened to you.
Right.
So because some things that you wanted, but you're not ready for it.
Yeah.
So So what we was talking before, like be careful with what you want because it can happen to you.
It can
So
happen.
be careful. Like make sure if you really want it, why you want it.
Right.
Yeah, it's the saying that goes, be careful what you wish for because you might just get it.
Mhm.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like at 21, we wanted millions of dollars, wanted a sick car, Lambos. But imagine we got it at 21. Bro, I wouldn't be here. I would have gone crazy.
Right.
Because I wasn't ready for it.
No.
The teacher appears when the student is ready,
100%.
right? And we all want these things, but are we ready for them? Everyone wants to have money, but are you ready to work the 10 hours a day, no weekends, no nothing to get it, right?
No, it's not only like that, because the thing is, like, some people want a lot of money, but they don't know what money means. Like, people are like confused around
Right.
money. Money is an instrument, like whatever. There is no different about like a lot of money like this, like a lot of bills like this, like a pocket of money of this chair. Like there is no different with that. It's all energy. It's
Energy, yeah.
something material. Like there is no different with that. So you have to understand that if you want that piece of paper, you have to, synchronize it, and attract it to you. Like how, like for example, me when I decide to open the shop, I always was imagining like how I will do the things, right? So everything start coming to me, like,
Right. Yeah, money as energy. Sometimes it's not about working harder, because once you get into a vibration with the universe, then everything sort of flows to you. So the hard work doesn't even seem like it's working hard.
Yeah.
You're in that flow state.
The flow, yeah.
Because it's like the water going in the river, and now there's a blockage. If there's a blockage, it's hard for the water to flow. And that's what we do sometimes, we block ourselves.
Yes.
We block ourselves mentally, and we think that something's very hard to get, and we have to struggle for it.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meanwhile, you don't have to struggle for anything, because you do put in the hard work. But when you're putting in the hard work, it doesn't seem hard anymore.
Exactly.
It seems very easy.
Exactly.
The most hardest thing, you can work 10, 12 hours a day. Like Alex does, he works in long days, and he's not tired.
Yeah.
He's not tired.
no.
But why is that? Because a lot of people, and that's the problem. A lot of people, instead of seeing what they want to do, or like thinking of what's the lifestyle that I want, and then go get the money, they try first, okay, where's the money first?
Right.
And what happens when you chase something? What happens when you chase girls?
It runs away.
It runs away, right? So you have to first, like, people just go like, okay, where's the money? Okay, I'm going to go there. No. What kind of lifestyle do I want? What am I good at? Where can I enter that flow state that you talk about so I can work 10 hours a day and it doesn't feel like work?
Right.
And that's when work becomes play. And then you make it look so effortless. And that's artful. That's why they say entrepreneurship is an art form,
Right.
right? Because they're just, it's you. It's
That's
you
one of the
giving
biggest
energy.
problem right now in people's mind. Like people like just found a job because they need money, not because they like what they're doing, right? So that make a big difference, because, bro, you guys are seeing it. Like, I'm coming every day to the shop, like, happy, like I try to see life different. Like, I change the cassette, to see things different, see things in a positive way. And I'm busy every day. I have a lot of clients, so that's something that make me happy to keep working, right? So for some people that can be like, oh, I'm busy, it's a lot of work, I'm so tired, I don't want to do it no more, but are you enjoying what you're doing? That will make a difference in your life,
Right.
If you're enjoying what you're doing, right?
All right. I think you really have to enjoy what you do, and you have to come from a place of gratitude as well. You have to be grateful for what you have right now, because if you're not grateful for what you have right now, how will God give you more? Right? Because even if you have little, you're still grateful. Okay, I'm grateful for this. Yeah, exactly. Gratitude is the biggest thing for abundance to come into your life.
Yeah.
Because if you're not grateful now, if I give you $10 million, you still won't be grateful.
Yeah.
You want more, you want this, you want that, you have all the money you want. You
And
still
bro,
won't be grateful.
But it's simple. Sadhguru say it all the time. Listen, if I give you right now, like everything you want, like all the money in the world you want, all the houses in the world you want, everything, the most beautiful women, like everything you want in life. What are you going to do after? Just live the life, right? So just everything is there, everything is yours. Just live the life, live it right around.
Right.
You don't have to wait for one day having something. You just live the life, because everything in this world is yours. The universe giving you everything, whatever you want.
Yeah. And
Everything is here. Everything, whatever you're thinking is already here.
It's here.
You have to like decide that you want it, and those things will come to you.
yeah. And that becomes like human nature, right? We want more all the time.
Right.
And what Alex is saying is like, No, we have everything here. You know, like you can just relax here. You know, it's like the fisherman. You know, there's a story about the fisherman where, you know, there's a millionaire guy, right? And there's this fisherman like in let's say Mexico, right, or Cuba, and he fishes the best fish ever, and the American comes in and he's like, "Yo, how come you're not fishing? You know, like you're how come you don't hire people to fish more so you can make more money and make more money?" And you know, and then the fisherman is like, "And then what? And then you can retire." Also, I'm doing the same thing that I'm doing right now, which is just hunting for food and then just relax, right? So it's just the cycle of that we think that we want more, but at the end of the day, like this is all you have, right? It's gratitude, enjoyment, and
Now my question is like, because now we're seeing that those things, like after a long time talking with you and a long time talking with you, now we're seeing that there is something like so powerful that we have, the humans have, and not a lot of people. Some people die and they never understand that.
Never experience it.
They never experienced that. So how come like how come we have that so powerful, but like 90% of the people like are like sleeping? Like a lot of people we talk this. For some people they will think that we're crazy, you know, like
crazy.
because as Sam, like he came a couple of days ago here to get a haircut, and he was talking with
Fresh cut.
a lady that I have here working, and she got so confused for a minute when she started talking to him. When she started telling him all those things, she was thinking like he's crazy, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But I know he's not crazy because we've been talking for this for a long time, and I know, you know, we've been talking about it. For some people, that can be like you're crazy, like, you know, like they don't believe. It sounds like too beautiful. Como se dice? It sounds like una fantasía, like a fantasy.
Well, it sounds like all your dreams have come true. And the thing a lot of people don't realize is they're very stuck into their daily routines. And to have a realization of this, you have to come to a point in life where you're like, I've been having the same 9 to 5, the same husband or wife or kids, the same house, the same car, the same road I take to work every day. Like, is there something else to life?
Yeah.
You have to come to a point where you question, like, is there something else that I'm missing?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't get to that point.
Yeah.
That you can have all that, the life, family, you can have everything there, but you can still be grateful and happy and satisfied and not stuck in what people call the matrix, where it's like you're always running after the next thing, And society doesn't help it. I mean, you look at social media and all these advent of all these new technologies, and it's making people compare themselves to other people. And that's the biggest one of strategies sort of out there right now, is that I'm always looking at, oh, this person's better than me, this person's better than me. And I'm creating that mental attitude that, oh, like I'm not good enough and I need to do more. Where you can sort of step back and just be like, okay, like let's get out of the head, because you're not the mind. Because people believe they're the mind.
Exactly.
And you're not the mind. Or you believe you're the mind controls you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Because people have the same thoughts every day and they believe they're the mind. You have to let go of the mind, and the biggest opportunity someone has is just to become still in the present moment, because when you're fully present, the mind stops and you're fully here.
Exactly. And that's what you want to do, right? Like, think about a lion. Is a lion anxious? The lion is just chilling.
The lion?
A lion. Yeah.
A lion?
El tigre. El león.
No, I feel like all animals are chilling.
Yeah, exactly.
I know
so.
The animals are chilling because they don't thinking about these like material things. They don't thinking about like wearing nice clothes and look better than their neighbor. You know, like they don't think.
They have
about
Instagram.
You know what I'm saying? They just want to survive, eat, go hunting and eat. That's it.
Right.
You know, and that's it. They're natural. You know, and that's how we supposed to be natural. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Natural. And even if we have this other life, like the how you say that, the evolution, the sociedad, how you say that? Society, you know? We have to understand that we're natural first than anything, you know? Like just have, because it's not that we want to start going back to the caves, to live in caves like all lives, you know? We can live this beautiful life and enjoy all this that the universe or God or the creator, whatever who create us, give us, right?
Right.
We can have a nice life. We can sleep in a nice bed. We can drive a nice car. We can do things, right? So, but we have to, how you say that? understand that we're natural. Like everything happen when everything happen natural. Natural is better, right?
Right. You don't force it. You don't want to force it.
Exactly. Everything happened when it happened, and I don't know.
No, it's true. And you were talking about like the thoughts, you're not being your thoughts, right? You say that to someone, like even me and Recker would talk to like people where like say like, you're not your thoughts. And they're like, what do you mean I'm not your thought? I'm not my thought. I think that. But your thoughts are just a heap of, or like a bunch of information that you've gathered throughout your life, right? Think about any thought that you may have. It's not you. It's just because you watched it somewhere or you saw Instagram or someone told you that, right?
Right.
So, but you identify with your thoughts, and that's where we go back to your identity, right? Who are you without all this information that you've gathered? What are you without all these things that you've been told, right? Let's say you're really good at something, and everyone's always telling you that you're good at something or bad at something. You start believing that, right? And what is it who am I without all this external input, right?
Right.
And how can I just be myself? Like if someone just tells you like we were saying, like that's when you start labeling people. When you ask someone, what do you do? They say, I'm an accountant. Instead of saying, I do accounting, but I'm a human being and I do
Exactly.
things.
That's another big mistake. You know, like people ask me every day. This is a question. People ask me this every day. Oh, are you finished? Oh, what time are you off? This is for me, bro. I feel like I live different world because people ask me this every day. Oh, what's your day? Oh, when are you taking off? You're not taking days off? I say, bro, like I don't know. It's so confusing for me because for me, I feel that today I'm cutting hair, tomorrow I'm making music, the next day I'm with my baby, the next day I'm washing my car, the next day I'm making music. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel like today I'm working and tomorrow I'm off. Like he asked me to, like Daniel asked me to, like, oh, yesterday you was off, and I wanna say yes, okay, just to make you happy. But for me, I don't feel like I'm off. You know, yesterday I was not cutting hair. You know, I wasn't cutting hair. But that I wasn't off. No, bro, I'm here on this planet, like doing other things that I have to do. You know,
Right.
Before yesterday I was cutting hair. Yesterday I was with my son. Today I'm cutting hair, and the day now I'm here doing a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here like always doing something.
Right.
Not that I'm working, I'm off. You know, if you're doing that, you kind of like making a problem in your life because when you're working, you actually feel like you're working, and then when you're off, you don't want to go back to work because I don't want to go to work. You know, like I don't live that life. You know, today I was cutting hair. Then later I'm doing a podcast. Then at night I'm going to sit with my wife, and I'm going to sleep, and then I'm going to wake up, and then I'm going to brush my teeth. Like every action that I'm doing, I'm enjoying it.
Right.
Even if I'm brushing my teeth, I'm enjoying it for real.
Because you have to be in the moment.
You know. Yeah, and sometimes when it happens natural, bro, it's such a beautiful moment in life. Like when I'm brushing my teeth, my son come to me, Papa, can you help me brush my teeth? You know, and I said, yeah, Papa, come. You know, I'm enjoying every moment of my life.
Right.
Yeah, there is no different for me when I'm cutting hair and when I'm brushing my teeth. There is not. It's like, I'm always enjoying my moments.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Make sense what I'm saying? Yeah.
100%. And that's how like people get lost in the mind because they come home, they have a different personality, but they go to work, they behave differently. Why do you see that transition? Like, why are you two different people at work, at the gym, here with different people? You should always be the same. Yeah. It's because you associate meeting with the outside world and you cannot get out of your environment. And so one thing that a lot of people do in the society is that they start attaching a lot of items to them. So this is my car, this is my house. This is my everything. So it's consumerism, right? You attach all, this is my shoes, this is thing. The minute something's like the house goes on fire, the car gets stolen, they become anxiety because they put so much meaning. They think they're their belongings.
They identify
with their belongings, and this is my car. So you gotta step beyond that and be like, if tomorrow I remove the car, the house, the mind, the body,
Walmart,
everything, what's left? And that is pure awareness.
Yes.
Because without the body and the mind, it's what? Pure awareness.
That's true.
Right?
Sure. It's the soul, right?
And that doesn't change.
Yeah, it's like that that quote in Fight Club. You know, you like the things you own end up owning you.
100%.
You know,
Yeah.
you have all these different things, and then your mind is in, oh, my car, oh, my condo, oh, my IKEA furniture, right?
Right.
Anything. It's like, you know, where are you without that, right? You just put in so much energy. Just imagine like a ball of energy, and it's just filtering through like all these little, you know, holes, because you're just putting it, like, energy into things that don't matter, right?
Right.
And then what happens about, like, what we were saying before, like, what happens to you after that? Like, how can you build a different life when there's no energy left? When you're all the time energy, Twitter, you know, Instagram, all work, boss, you know, and you're like, and then you see people, like we we're saying, like, sometimes I talk to people and I actually don't think they're here.
No.
I have to, like, hey, I'm still talking to you. And they're like, okay, you know, like, they just come back into the moment.
Right.
And you can tell how, like, they just flow with their mind. They just fly away, right?
Right.
And it's a matter of just, like, staying. But it's hard, you know? Like, you have to, it's like a muscle. Awareness is a muscle.
Yeah.
You gotta train it every day.
You have to always try to practice being still and present. It has to be a constant practice, because you can lose it like this.
You can't.
And when you lose it, you can go. You can go with the thoughts.
Yeah.
Your thoughts become you, and then you're gone.
And you're out of it, man. And it's funny that you mentioned the Matrix too before, because that's what the Matrix wants, right?
Yeah.
They want you to be in this
Yeah.
9 to 5, like he was saying, 9 to 5. So on Friday, you have no energy to create a new life for yourself. So all you want to do is go to the pub, go get drinks, and then just forget about the week.
Right.
Oh, TGIF. For him, there's no TGIF. Every day it's TGIF,
Right.
right? Because he's always in the moment. There's no 9 to 5. There's no like, okay, time. Oh, it's 5. No more cutting. No. He's like, yo, okay, someone calls him. He's like, yo, I'm flowing. Okay, now I'm going to make music, right? Now, because the thing with Alex is that he chose lifestyle first, and then the money came.
Right.
He didn't go like, okay, let me see what's the new AI software that I can use to make more money in 2023, and then chase that. But what happens when the trend dies?
Right.
You die as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then so what he did is that, okay, I like cutting hair. That's the skill that I have. So he's being resourceful, right? I'm here. I like music. How can I get my lifestyle and then monetize it, you know, in a way?
100%.
And that's why he's flowing. He couldn't be flowing in an office.
No.
He'd be like, yo, it's 5. I gotta get out of here, right?
Right.
But he's flowing in the moment because he's doing the things that he enjoys, right?
Enjoys. Yeah.
It's actually crazy how it works, bro, because I've been telling you guys, like, my life changed in the last couple years, you know, like, after start understanding this, I didn't get good like that, like, right away, but I start seeing the role, and I start practicing every day, you know, changing, because everything, how you guys say, is in a circle, right? So only you can change that circle. Only you can say, okay, I'm every day like doing this and that, and I don't want to do that. You can only, like, every day when that moment comes, become conscious of that and change that, and don't do that, just do other things. And you can program your life, you know, like, and that's how you make the change, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
That's how you make the change. Like, every day, you have to be very conscious of every step you're going to do, like, every word that you're going to say. Like, sometimes, bro, I remember having problem with my wife. She used to tell me, oh, this and that. And I always used to react with this answer, oh, blah, blah, blah. And that's where the problem starts. I become conscious of that. And then she told me this, and I become conscious of that, and I answer her something that would make her laugh, you know, and that will change my reality, you know, like,
Right.
I change what I'm going, my answer, and the moment change, everything change, you know, like, everything go in a different way, you know, like, so it's like you have the power to change your reality, you know,
100%.
every second, whatever you say, somebody say something, don't react right away, just say where you think it will make a difference, because, como se dice, efecto y
Cause and effect.
cause and effects, it's like that for everything. Whatever you're going to say, it will make something that it will change your life in a certain way, right? So, for example, if this guy told you, oh, Sam, bro, what the fuck, are you a bad guy or something like that, and you react,
I would never say that.
you know, you're reacting like following his intention, right? What he did, and you're continuing. But if he say something and you say, no worries, bro, like things are good, or you change your thing and you say whatever, you're being the solution of that problem that can
Right.
right? Like you can change every second with everything, you know, like everything, every word you say, every action that you do, it make you reality.
Right, 100%. And I think the biggest issue what happens sometimes when people react is because they're too much in the mind as well. And a question that I've always asked often is how do you stop the mind? How do you let go of the mind? 'Cause a lot of people are probably
No, because the
curious about this question.
yeah. No, the thing is like,
That's a good question.
if you practice the meditation, you start seeing your mind is always there giving things, like processing things, like see this lie is thinking about this lie, seeing this guy is thinking about this guy, seeing you like is thinking about everything, right? But you have to understand that if you're not the mind, you can wash it, wash it, like look at it, you see the thing happening, but you don't react. But it's a practice. You gotta practice yourself to like act when you want, because only you have the control. I can control what is inside of that body. Only you can do it. Only you can do it. So you have to practice it. How this guy will say this, and I will not react to what he's saying. Like how I will get hungry, but I'm not going to eat right away. I'm going to eat when I want. Right. Because some people like it's 12 o'clock, they can't wait. They have to go and eat, like, they're finished, bro, like me. I've been practicing that, bro. I start working in the morning. I never go to the washroom until like I finish. I never eat nothing until I finish, and it's not because I'm like working, I want to work hard and I don't want to eat. No, it's because I have the control now to eat when I want. Right now I'm busy with this. I'm going to eat when I want. Okay, if I'm hungry in the middle of that and I feel that I have to eat, I'm going to stop whatever I'm doing and I'm going to eat, But
Right.
if I don't feel like to, I don't do it,
Right.
Because I do it when I want to, when I have to, when I feel
Right.
like.
Right. What would you say, Sam, though? It's like the best way to like, I don't think there's a best way, but what did you do for yourself to kind of like get out of the mind and
Right.
really get into the present?
Right. I think getting out of the mind is very difficult because your thoughts are always there. And your thoughts are always you cannot think about the present moment. Because when in the present moment, there's no thoughts. But your thoughts are always about something that happened in the past or something that's going to happen in the future. And you have to realize that none of those two exist.
Yes.
And that's a hard reality to come to agreement with, to grasp with, because the mind is so used to living in the past and in the future. And then now the easiest way to let go of your thoughts in your mind is when they come, and they will pop up. What happens is you don't identify with them. So if yesterday something happened that really pissed me off, and the thought comes up now, I don't identify, because the minute I identify with it, it grows bigger. And then it connects to another thought. And so it comes and it goes. I just don't give it attention.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're, like Alex said, you're watching yourself imagine there's a camera behind you,
Exactly.
like a game, and you're just a character. So when the thoughts arise, the best advice would be just to not identify with them.
Yeah.
Because the minute you identify with them, you're lost.
You're lost. And what I really use for myself, because like I like comedy and stuff like that, I just laugh at my thoughts sometimes.
Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, there you are. Yeah, okay. It comes, I'm like, yeah, okay. You're just being a thought, you know what I mean? Like I laugh about it because I know it's not true. Once I put comedy into it, it becomes like a clown. How can I take it seriously if it's just a joke, right?
If it's a joke.
Yeah, so he just comes to me, I'm like, you see, tricky mind, you're trying to, okay, I see what you're doing, and I just let it go, like you said, right?
Right.
But the thing is, a lot of people also think that you have to suppress feelings, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be suppressing. So when people say it's like, oh, don't feel, or don't think, it's not about that, because you're gonna think.
Right.
But you gotta be able to, like, when you feel angry, right? When I feel anger, for example, like I'll feel it, but I really feel it. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like I don't react to it. I'm not owned by my thoughts or my emotions, right?
Right.
Because what is an emotion, bro? It's energy in motion, right? It's just a chemical. that's happening because something happened. And then you identify with that, right? But once you know it's like a chemical reaction, right? You're like, okay, I'm angry because something happened. It's not me. It's not that person. It's just me. Okay, how can I let it go? Because if I give in to the emotion that's happening, then your environment controls you. You're not in control.
Right.
How can you be in control of your life, you know, quote unquote, if the person that you're driving behind is going slow and you get mad? That person has power over you.
Right.
Right? And then you're going to start yelling, and then all of a sudden you just lost it. And you lost it, and then you have no idea what happened. And then you come home like, oh, I just feel angry. And you don't even know what happened because you're not in the present. And it just reacted to your environment every day, right? Here or there, you know what I mean? That's why when I see people that are always looking around, I try to always, like, for example, if someone before I used to get spooked real quickly, right? People would come to me and be like, boo. I'd be like, hey, you know? Now people just come, I'm just like, boo. And I'm like, what happened?
You're right.
Yeah.
Like Alex said, I have a space in between me and the action coming in. And there's a bigger space. That's what happens when you meditate. You know, when you meditate, you understand that there's a space in between you and your environment.
Yeah.
And then you can, and like he said,
that is.
I just take my time now. Someone says something to me, I'm like, okay.
And for some people, that can be something like, oh, this guy is kind of like weird. You asking something, you know, because that's the one of the thing. Like the people who don't understand this, they're like kind of like scared to go in that way, you know, and they feel like safe in that mentality of living in the regular society, living in that, you know, they get scared to like let things go and with the real life, you know, they're always living in their mind. They're always asking like same questions all the time, you know, like, and it's I don't know, some people like they're scared to go in that way. Yeah,
I think it's safety.
It's safety. I think we've been living in a very fake reality that's been created over time.
The Matrix.
The Matrix. Yeah, it's been created over time, and now people are so used to the Matrix or this fake reality that when you start speaking up about something that's the truth, people are scared. So it's like a dark room, and you're shedding some light on it, and the minute you're like shedding light, and the room becomes light.
Yeah.
It can never go dark again, but people are afraid of that light.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they know that the minute the light comes, everything they've known till now just vanishes.
Yeah, exactly.
And people are like scared of letting go.
Exactly. Yeah. But why?
Let it go
Of that.
of what they're used to.
Yeah. They're because they identify themselves to their
Circumstances. And
You
that
come into someone and you tell them you try. Sometimes I do this on purpose. I play devil's advocate.
right.
Someone comes in and tells me, they found, like, let's say, I just saw this like new discovery of dinosaurs. And I'm like, how do you know dinosaurs are real? Right? Just to like see their reaction, right? I don't want to get into science, but like, how can you say that? They're they're just right away. I'm like, have you ever
Seen one.
played with a thought, right?
Yeah.
Let me just go on the other side. Let me see what they're talking about, right? Like, let's say whatever. It could be a religion. It could be schooling. It could be anything. Because people are very biased, right? If I went to school, right, which I did, if I go to school, I'm going to tell the next person to go to school because I did.
Right.
No one has the balls, maybe a few people have it, to say, you know what, I fucked up.
Right.
Do it. I fucked up. But a lot of people were like, no, you should do it. Why? Because I did it. Most of people will tell you that because they've done it before, right?
Right.
And you say something that may kind of like really threaten their views or their identity, and they get personal. They feel like they're being attacked personally.
Right.
And you're just talking about an idea, but since they attach themselves to that idea, it feels like I'm attacking you instead of the idea, right?
Right.
And
Right.
it just becomes this like, oh, well, I can't talk to anyone anymore because everyone just takes it personal,
Right.
right? Like, you could tell me anything, like, you could say anything about, like, let's say, for example, like, I love soccer. Someone comes in and tells me, oh, soccer is bad for you or whatever. I'm not going to be like, yo, what do you mean, bro? Yo, what do you mean? Like, no, what do you is the best, I'd be like, how come?
Right.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Right.
I'm not identified with soccer.
No,
I'm
you're
not
not.
identified with anything with my nationality or anything, right?
No, you're beyond that.
Exactly. Like,
The minute,
I'm not personally attached to it.
yeah, because the minute you start identifying, that's when you're limiting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
to those things in your life, and you cannot see further beyond those things that you've identified with, whether it's your name, your religion, your nationality. I think it all has to do with your direct experience in life, and that should formulate your true opinion of what you think life is, and not someone else's experience. A lot of people are influenced by someone else. And at some point, I was influenced by other opinions and people's and thoughts till I went to my own path and discovered the truth. And then you realize, okay, this is my experience, and this is what I'm telling you. If you want to believe me, believe me. If not, then go to your ways.
Exactly.
I can't change you.
No.
Yeah. No, bro, it's something that is one thing that is having me so confused. It's about learning this, like practicing about this, learning this every day, and seeing my own result in life and everything, blah. But like also talking about this with the G's, like un cristiano, como se dice, like with a Christian or a Christian, you know. Because I see like people who believe in Jesus, bro, they have like a different opinion about life than these that we're talking about, you know? So that's something that made me so confused, because the Bible don't talk about this. Maybe they talk about meditation, they talk about a lot of things, right? But a Christian person don't see life like that.
Right.
You know? They don't see life like that. They don't think like you're allowed to like live life and create whatever you want and things like that. You know, they don't.
Right. You know, I think Jesus was pretty like he knew something that normal people didn't know. Like he was up there. Like whatever his sayings, I've heard some of his quotes and some sort of things, knocking shall be answered and all this stuff. It really resonates.
It does.
But that's what we were talking about. Like, you know?
Yeah, it really does. But the thing is, going back to like Alex is saying, like you talk to something about like religion. Like we've talked about people about religion, and it goes again to like the labels and the boxes, right?
Right.
If they live in this box of religion, anything outside of it, it's attacking their beliefs.
Yeah.
Right.
One thing is like, bro, they don't understand that, for example, I don't wanna say God doesn't exist, blah, blah, all those things we don't know, right? But what I mean is like they wanna believe exactly what the Bible say, but seeing like from outside, when you understand that everything you believe, you're creating it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's kind of like confused. Like you believe in this, so okay, I don't know, it's so confused.
It is, because you tell someone because they've grown up in religion and that's all they know. But the thing is, I think a lot of people don't like critical thinking.
Right.
They don't want to come to their own ideas. They just want to be given ideas.
People want to be comfortable.
We have to invite a
Comfort is huge.
Yeah.
Shall we invite a Christian one day to
We should. Yo, bro, I'm down.
talk about it?
I just got excited. We should, because it just shows like you said, comfort, right? It's very comfortable to just do whatever you've always known, safety, and just walk the path that you've always been told. But when someone tells you with a different idea that it's afraid, like people are afraid to say, oh, my whole life I've been wrong, right? But that's what you should do. You should be always testing your beliefs,
Right.
on the daily, and if you're comfortable in your beliefs, someone testing my beliefs is gonna just strengthen my beliefs, because I know like how powerful,
Right.
how strong I am in my own beliefs, right? If someone comes to me and tells me, oh, meditation is bullshit, I'll engage, right? I'll be like, how come? What do you think about that? You know, we'll get into a conversation where I just strengthen my own beliefs even more, because I listen to them.
So what's meditation for you?
Meditation for me is coming back to the present.
What are you?
Meditation for me would also be just being in one with my awareness.
Yeah.
Yes, it.
What about you, Recker?
We agree.
What about you?
Yeah, that's it.
I know you have a different one
me.
for meditation.
No, it's like pretty much the same. Just I always see it like this way. Like meditation for me is a practice that I do to become to the natural state of life.
Right.
Yeah.
To come back to my natural state of my life. You know what I say? To say, like forget about everything outside here. Like everything that is happening outside is first happening inside here. So that's why I practice my meditation, to control my emotions, control my system, you know, and only live this moment here. Like forget about what is happened tomorrow, what it was yesterday. Like future and past. How Sam say, just enjoy my moment. So it helped me to be more present. Like
Yeah,
and that's the natural state of
Right.
life, being present.
And that's when you become grateful, when you're in the present moment,
Right.
right? Because if what is anxiety? Anxiety is just thinking about the future.
Mm-hmm.
What is depression? Is thinking about the past, right? So all this like new mental health, like I do understand like a lot of people have mental health, but I feel like a lot of it is it's just from the constant stimulation in your mind from social media. You're always in a very heightened state that your brain is not supposed to have dopamine all the time.
No.
So you think there is a God or what?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
What is God for you?
I think God is just the cosmos and the universe and the energy that's flowing within you, within me, within also. It's the energy within us. It's that awareness within us. And I think I believe in oneness. I don't believe in separation. I came to a point where I realized further that there's no separation between, when you realize all this stuff, you realize there's no separation between you and me and him, because we're the same.
Yeah,
So when I'm talking to you, it's like I'm talking to myself.
correct.
It's the same.
We project, yeah.
You project. But what happens is when there is separation, people don't realize, and that's why they become separated, and they think I'm the I, the me.
Yeah, bro. That's
People believe they're separate.
Yeah.
And when you believe you're separate from the whole universe, then the whole universe is a problem for you, because you're like, the universe is there, and I'm a separate me. And that's when the problems arise.
Bro, that's something that I've been experimenting to in my last days too. Like for example, now that I deal with a lot of people. Like sometimes, bro, I have friends like for example, this lady that I came today before. That she's an old lady. Like she's maybe like I don't know what she do. She do drugs or whatever people do in life, right? And some people, bro, they come and say, "Who is that? Who is that?"
Yeah.
Like for me,
Sometimes
bro,
I do that.
I don't see life like that, bro. Like that. Who is that, bro? It's somebody like you, bro. Who is that? Why you acting like that? Love? Who is that? Who is that? Like, bro, who are you? Who are
Right,
you?
right.
That's a person like me and you. What she do at night? What she doing? So I lose my. I lost my ¿cómo se dice? De la forma que veo a las personas. Like I lose that. Exactly. I lose the way how I look people. Like for me, you are a beautiful energy here in the front of me. He is the same. He's the same. I don't see like, oh, this is a bad guy. I don't talk to him. Oh, this is a cool guy. He's from Cuba. Oh, I talk to him. Like I don't see life like that. I just deal with what I have in my moments, right? You come to me and you say, hi, Alex. I'll say, hi, Alex. Well, how, Sam? Like I don't care where you're coming from. I don't care
Right.
who you sleep with. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
so
right.
it's something that made me so confused. A couple of days ago, it was another African woman here, like a black girl. She came here and she walked to the shop and said, oh, me and my friend, my husband, we're looking for a house around here. Can we sit here in the shop for a few minutes until he come back? I said, yeah, no problem. Have a seat. A black girl, right? Bro, I was cutting one white guy there and he told me the same thing. Like, oh, who is that? Like, it's like it's an extraterrestrial. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, who is that? A girl. You don't see it, bro? I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
No, that's something that I've noticed with Alex, bro. Like he's always like just the same person to anyone. It could be like a homeless person comes to the shop like at the other side, and I was like, yo, what's I'll give you a cut. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I would have done that. Like
Right.
sometimes I'm like a little bit more reserved, right? Like he's not. It's something that I see that I could improve on. Right?
But I wasn't like that before. Those things, that thing changed in my life after I started presenting this that I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I wasn't like that before. Before I was like that, stuck in my mind thinking that, oh, this is a black guy, this is a white guy, things like that. But now it changed my life. Like I'm connected with everything, bro. I just deal with what I have in my reality,
Yeah, because you're just physically experiencing life for what it is. And what happens also is like things flow into your life, right?
And
So
bro,
like
sorry, before you continue,
Right.
was what it showed me that when you're living in the moment, bro, everything it happened for a reason. You know what happened
Right.
with that black girl that I told
Right.
you? That happened, right? And bro, that girl, She's an African girl that she came here to this country. She have no job. She's having like hard time because after that I start talking with her right here. And bro, the black girl, she do braids so good that she going to start doing braids here in the barbershop.
Wow.
There, you know, like everything happened for a reason. You know, like I'm saying, like
Because you're open when you're no longer like suppressing your energy down with emotions and feelings because that takes a lot of your energy away.
Yeah.
Then you're not open to what the universe has to provide for you. The minute you let go of the energies and you're actually fully open, you realize things just flow to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And opportunities come to you. Like Alex said, that person just came and now is going to work with
because
things just
your
come to you.
emotions are connected with the universe. So the universe know what you need. Like, for example, now I see it in this way and I understanding what is happening. Like the universe understand that I open the shop and I'm looking for a girl who do braids, you know, and he's attracting that person to my life.
In some way or
to my
form,
life.
it's going to show
she
up.
came here, she walked here, she sit here. People were saying, oh, who is that? Who is that? You know? And I said, bro, somebody, you know? Like, and bro, and then I started talking, hi, how are you? Where are you from? This and that, blah, 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 blah. Bro, the girl started like braiding my hair. I told her I want to braid my hair. She started braiding my hair right away. Like, see, that is so good. And I said, what? I want you to work here, like, you know, like, bro, so good, so good.
Right.
Everything happened like that, so natural, you know, like, it's crazy, bro, it's crazy. Is you have to change the way how you see things. It's not changing the picture, it's seeing this way how you see it.
Right.
You know?
Like we talked about it before. There's a book called Reality Transurfing, and the same thing Alex was saying. It says all these multiple realities exist at the same time.
Yeah.
Correct.
So the fact that if you want to be a millionaire, want to have $10 million, it exists right now. Yeah. You cannot go in the future and get it because it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
It exists right now. You just have to align, be like, okay, I have it. I think what you have to realize is if someone's pursuing a goal out there and they're thinking of achieving some dreams, you got to go and feel like the dream or the goal has already been achieved.
Yes.
And be in that state. Whatever it is you're looking for, if you want to attract the wife, the money, and the partner, anything, you feel like you just feel like it's already achieved.
That's called manifesting.
Manifesting.
People get it wrong.
Yeah.
Manifesting.
People
People get in very like there's a lot of misinformation about
they
that.
think like you're doing magic, like you're doing magic.
Exactly.
Like, oh, how
Okay.
People are like writing down.
You know, so crazy, bro.
The only way you can really manifest is if you just feel that it's already there.
Exactly. And that's what it is, right? Like manifesting is not like, okay, I want to have the perfect body.
No.
Or I have $1 billion. Manifesting is like you said, changes your identity to know that I have it right now.
Everything.
And then you're just catching up. Time is just catching up to you.
Because the mind,
Right? Because you are already
the
there.
mind is flexible to move, to convert to whatever you want, to to change to whatever you want. And the mind is not only inside here. The body is the outside part of the mind, and the mind is the inside part of the body. You know, like everything is connected.
Yeah.
If you sit here to meditate and you start only feeling, you can see that the feeling you can change it. You can change it. You know, you can change it. Like if you're feeling like a sick man, bro, like what are you going to think? What do you think you're going to be? Just tell me. If you're feeling like a sick man, what do you think you're going to be?
Of course. You're going to become a sick man.
You're going to be sick.
Yeah.
Right away.
Become a sick man.
It's what happens when people get addicted to their feelings. They're like, oh, I'm sad today. Oh, I'm sad. And then it just reinforces. Oh, that happened because I'm sad. Oh, everyone's looking at me weird because I'm sad. And then just reality just becomes sad.
Yeah,
right?
because you're saying it, I am sad. And the mindset, the mind is controlling that, what you're saying, right? I am sad. I am sad.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
The mind is projecting that because you're saying it.
So this
and
is-
the mind is making you
is,
happy, giving
this
you what you
is,
want, right?
This happens because, you know, when a baby is born in the beginning, they are pure awareness. They have no mind. But it's the first 7 years, what I read is the first 7 years of your childhood, that's when
Your personality.
the conditioning happens. And once you are conditioned, then you go throughout life, you're 20, 25, you're living life based on that conditioning.
That is
for
correct.
7 years. And some people don't realize that their whole life has been conditioned. So what do you have to do at some point is decondition everything.
Correct.
And it doesn't happen overnight. This is like a practice of, because you're deconditioning like years and years of just garbage. It's been, people told you this.
Yeah.
Not going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
But you got to start the step and take it, okay, today I'm going to meditate. Tomorrow I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And you're going to start shifting things differently.
Exactly. And you might not even remember.
No.
It might have been something that happened when you were 3 years old
Oh, 100%.
or 4 years old.
Right.
But you have to have the awareness and the want to be like, okay, why am I reacting like this
Right.
when this happens? And then you're like, okay, maybe I don't know what might happen, but I gotta switch that. And that's what you said, reconditioning. It takes time to just get out of the same thought patterns, you know,
Right.
and change them to a different.
See, that's one thing. Like, if you when you start meditating, you start realizing that's why Sadhguru changed my life. I can't stop talking about that guy because I actually
Sadhguru, come to the podcast.
it actually changed my life, bro. Like I start applying everything that he say, and I see things. I see the result. You know, like he say. All those things that he say. Like I start applying in my life. He say like the how you say the pensamiento, the thought. If you change, you can change it right away, right? But the emotion, you change
Takes
it,
time.
and it takes some time to happen, right? So that's why a lot of people start, like, for example, meditating or praying to God, or they want something, and it don't happen because they want
Right away.
the change right away. And no, you have to wait and believe that it will happen. If you don't believe in 100%, it will not happen, you know? So there is a difference between those things, you know, you can change your mind right away, but you have to start feeling like that and giving it some time, and it will
Some people have never felt their emotions because they've always been in the mind.
Yeah.
So they've only experienced the mind.
Yeah.
The emotions they've never felt. So the minute you let go of the mind, you realize all these emotions come up because you've never experienced them.
Mm-hmm.
People thought they were experiencing emotions, but they were experiencing the mind.
Yes. Yeah. They just don't think about it. Then the next day, they feel drained in the body because
You're not experiencing it.
it just so happened. You're like, oh, I don't know what's happening with me, but you just experience a lot of emotion in your head,
Right.
and then and the way you know how to cope with all that emotion, it's by being angry, right, or yelling or something, or getting that out. So you have to control the way you.
How long we've been here, Daniel? An hour? 51? Okay.
Yeah, we're good. This is good conversation.
This was...
But yeah, like I just want to like just close the loop on the manifestation thing, right? Like you were saying, like a lot of people think that manifestation is just like, oh, let me just I want to be the
magic.
Black magic, they think, right? It's like voodoo. But at the end of the day, it's like, what happens when you change your identity to that person that you want to be? You start acting like that person. So how does the fit person that you want to be act on a daily basis? They go exercise, they eat well, and eventually you start adopting the same routine as a fit person. In a year or two, you become that fit person.
100%.
So it changed everything in your identity, and then everything just came after that.
Right. But people are so used to that,
Instinct.
it's like things happening instantly.
Yeah.
They think that, it's like Amazon, you order manifestation and the next day it comes.
Well, that's life today, right?
It's life today, right? But people are so lost in that. And now that...
No, but the thing is, like, that can be part of your manifestation.
You do, but when you tell someone to work on yourself and manifest, and they're like, okay, let me manifest today, I should get it tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a work. It could take months, years.
Yeah.
But the goal is not... You have to enjoy the journey, and it's not about your ultimate, whatever the goal is. It's about the journey. Enjoy the journey, because whatever you're looking for, if it's money or something else, it's a byproduct. People are chasing money. Money runs away. But if you actually focus in the now and just in the flow of things, then the money just comes as a byproduct.
Exactly. And that's what happens. You have to be. That's why it goes back to what we were saying at the beginning. You have to find that thing that you're in flow with, so work doesn't feel like work. It feels like play. And then you can enjoy the moment, and then you can do it 10 hours a day, and it doesn't feel like work. And then the money will come because you're just that passionate, and you can monetize it in some way.
And people are always putting limiting beliefs. I can't do it. I'm an accountant, but I can't study law because law is not my thing. How do you know if you haven't tried? People are always putting themselves in this box. I can't.
People don't try.
I can't become a barber. What if you become a barber and it's the best thing you've ever done?
Exactly.
But people are like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
No, they just don't, like, you have to try things.
Yeah, you have to try things.
That's one thing, bro, that I hear every day. Like, people just come to me and say, "Oh, Alex, you're so talented. That you have so many talent, bro." Like, I don't agree with those things. I agree, but I agree that you have it.
Yeah,
You can do whatever you want. if you wake up today and say, okay, I'm going to train to the best barber, you just start practicing and you become to the best barber. But people think like I have such a talent and this guy don't have it. You see, like sometimes when you hear me singing, like I'm not even a good singer. I just go and try and do whatever I fucking want. I just go on the beat and I do whatever and go and do a video and I put it out and who cares? I just do whatever, right?
Yeah.
I can do whatever. Like some people think like you have talent for this or this person. Like humans are so powerful that we have all the talent. We have all the talent to create whatever you want.
Right.
Powerful, so powerful.
Right.
Powerful.
But a lot of people have limiting beliefs, and that's something you really have to work on, because as a kid growing up, somewhere in there, either your parents told you you're not good enough, or your teacher told you you're not good enough, or something happened, and then people are carrying that limiting belief up to now. And what also happens, sometimes they mask it with something else, and so they don't realize it. Procrastination, or sometimes the ego comes in.
So I didn't ask about what's God for you?
What's God for me?
Yeah. Well, there is God, there exists God. What do you think? You think it's
So God, I think God is real, but I feel like a lot of people have it mistaken with the church or the institution or the religion.
Right.
You ask a religious person, a Christian person about God, but they've never felt God. They've never actually feel like there's a conversation happening with God. When they pray, they just pray to a book. They don't feel it. And you're supposed to feel it. You can tell when someone doesn't really believe it. Mm-hmm. They just felt like it was a book they picked up and, I'm a Christian. Okay. Have you felt God?
Yeah.
Have you really tried to? Right? And it's not like a voice that comes in, but it's just the present. I feel like sometimes it might be God, it's just the present. When you're in the present, everything just becomes, that's God.
That's God
talking to you, right? It's the wind, it's whatever, I'm going a little poetic here, but yeah, like that's I think what God is, man. The present is just enjoying life. And we are the creators, right?
We are. I agree with you guys. Sounds beautiful what you guys say. but my believing, if you ask me, do you believe in God, there is God, blah, blah, blah. For me, my answer is like I believe, this is my answer, right? I believe that there is a creator who create this planet, who create us, who create everything.
Who's always there.
Who is always there.
With everyone.
Exactly. But you were saying before, like, the space, the blah, blah, blah. I think it's all that is part of the creation. And it's part of the creator.
100%.
And you say about, like, the people who see God, this and that, blah, blah, blah. People who is the Christian, how they believe. Exactly. They have an idea about God, blah, 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 and they believe, okay, it's something beautiful because some people are doing good things in life, blah, blah, blah. But for me, like, God is no more than that. It's the creator. It's the creator who create all this that we don't know what it is. We don't know when it will come back, if it will come back, if we want to see it or not. Like, all those things, I don't know, but I know there is a creator 100%. That's my
right.
Yeah, no, that's.
I feel like we're connected to that creator. Just a lot of people are losing that connection, like,
Right.
Like, and like becoming humble and understanding all this, you kind of like start going close to him, to the creator.
Right.
Because you start understanding where we're coming from. Like you don't. It takes time to go like so deep there. It's deep. You have to go more and more and more, and I guess you will find that question, right? But
there's a saying that says, in order to truly live life, you have to die before you die.
Okay.
And that death is a painful death. You have to die before you die, because it's the death of the ego, death of the mind, and that's how you get to experience life.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. That's deep. But is the ego bad or good?
The ego can never be good.
It can never be good?
It can never be good.
The ego?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The ego?
You have to drop the ego. Drop ego is the creation of the mind, right?
To be honest, bro, I can see we always have ego, but I think sometimes when you live the moment and you do what you have to do in the moment, sometimes you use the ego kind of like a protector. I think sometimes.
Right.
But But I agree with you. Like
You have to truly experience life with a clear vision.
Yeah.
You cannot experience it through the lens of an ego.
Yeah.
Because the ego is a creation of the mind.
Okay.
And it tells you who you are,
I agree with that.
right? And it's everything. It's this. It's entire mind again now.
Yeah.
It's like you're putting on sunglasses and you're seeing the.
Yeah, but exactly. But I would say that ego is not bad or good. I think ego is just is.
I think nothing is bad or good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Everything is there for a reason.
Yeah.
Everything is there for a reason. Just you have to know when to use things, you know, because sometimes it happened to me, I don't know, things that I see like is in my ego. So when I have to like become humble and all that, I delete that of my life and I become humble at the moment when I need
Yeah.
to go. Sometimes with such a situation, such people, you use the ego sometimes and it kind of like protect you for such a thing. So you have to go.
Right.
I want to say
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, you have to know how to act.
Yeah, I saw a tweet the other day. It's like that, like what he's saying. It's drop the ego when it's time to learn, and turn it on when it's time to compete, right?
Right.
So you do need the ego when you're going to war, right? When you're going to go into business, you need that. You need to put that ego on to be like, yo, I'm the best.
But then you're chasing again.
You are, but you need the ego to win, right?
What are you winning against?
You're just winning.
Yourself.
You have to, yeah.
Against yourself.
So it could be the ego against yourself, right? But you need to turn that on, like you say. You need to be. It's a tool, because without ego, then you're gonna be someone homeless that doesn't want to do anything.
Right.
How come you got a haircut today or a few days ago?
Yeah.
Because of the ego, right? You need the ego to help you to a certain extent, but then you drop it when it's time. Like he's saying, you drop it when it's time to learn or to talk or some. But when it comes to performing, let's say you're gonna do a big deal,
Right.
you have to go in knowing like, okay, I'm gonna close this.
Oh, 100%.
Because and that's your ego, right? It's not like, oh, I'm better than everybody, but it's your ego saying, okay, you know, we got this. We need that
if you
confidence.
have too much ego, people can sense it.
Oh yeah,
And then
yeah.
you're not coming
There's
from a
limits. Yeah,
place of
it's a
trust.
spectrum. It's a spectrum. Yeah, of course.
Right. And even in sales, it's like you have to come from a place of trust. When you come with too much of an ego, people can sense it.
Oh yeah,
And I've had clients who left other realtors come to me because they're like, that person had a big
ego. Yeah,
Yeah. It's like, I felt comfortable with you.
yeah. But yeah, exactly. So it's a spectrum, right? You gotta be able
You're right,
to.
though. Nothing is good or bad. That's the concept of non-duality.
Correct.
It goes deeper. It's like nothing. There's always opposite spectrums, and good or bad, light or dark. So anything that has an opposite spectrum,
Yeah.
it doesn't. In reality, it doesn't exist
Yeah,
because you're right in between.
exactly. This is going deep, but think about hot and cold, right?
Yeah,
Is something ever hot or is it just not cold?
that's a thing,
Right?
Yeah.
So it's duality. It's just that it's people. We like to think in extremes. Oh, I like this diet, or I like this, or no ego.
Right.
No, life is a balance.
It's a balance.
It's a dance.
yin and a yang.
It's a dance, right?
Right.
Think about when you walk. What are you doing when you walk? You just shift the weight between your left and your right.
Right.
You're dancing. You're just going like this, right?
Right.
You're breathing in and out, right? Everything's a little dance, right?
It's a dance.
He's cutting hair. He's going like this. He's singing. He's giving energy, receiving
right.
energy, right? Everything is just a little bit. It's not about extremes. People think like, yeah, this, no, that. Oh, food now. You know, this, that. No, it's about being in a constant environment with whatever it is, right? And it sounds a little cheesy, right? But that's what it is, man. You know, night, day.
It's actually crazy, like how we're living in this confusing, like confused. ¿Cómo es? Esa confusión.
This confusion.
Yeah, because you know, for a long time, like the humanity is living like that, like so confused, right? It's interesting talking about these things. Like we seeing like how much power we have, how many things we can do. We can live life happy if you learn how to control your emotion and manifest whatever you want, you know. But for some people, that's a fantasy. How we say before, you know, it's like I'm waking up every day, bro, and doing what I like to do. And for some people, that's like it doesn't sound real, you know. It doesn't sound real. Like they think like life is problems all the time. They stress out all the time, you know.
100%.
Stress out all the time.
And the thing is, once you realize all of this, you come to a point where you're like, you want to help more people, even with conversations or, because I realized like even, you know, going to the gym here and there, I get in contact with a couple of people, and it happens, and we talk deeper and deeper, and you realize a lot of people are in that state of questioning all of this, and they just want more answers from people maybe who've known a little bit more deeper. I still talk to other people who know this in more depth just to find out more, because there's no limits.
Exactly.
I find like if I say I know everything, it's like, no, there's still so much more to know. And that's why you meet people in life, and I think that's when you sort of get back and you start having these conversations. And what happens is you help them with whatever they're going through.
Yeah.
And that's what I think it's by helping others. There is a saying that when you help others, 50% of your problems like disappear.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Just by helping others.
Okay.
Just by helping, like just saying something to someone nice, 50% of your problems disappear.
Interesting. Half of it.
Half of it. Because it's in the act of giving that your problems just disappear.
It's a give and take, right?
It's always a give and take.
It's cash flow. It's money. It's you give and take.
It's not just always, people think money is money, but you don't have to contribute money. But if I say something nice to you, or I don't know, just spark up a conversation and talk a bit deeper, I make your day. For the rest of the day, you're having a better day now.
Yeah.
That's an act of giving.
Yeah. Or like what Alex did with the lady, right?
It's an act of giving.
He gave good energy, and what he got back, good energy,
Good energy.
right?
Now she got what? She got a job in return. So it's like that give and take.
Exactly. And no one's like thinking about money, but it's just an energy exchange,
It's just
right?
energy exchange.
Yeah. No, this goes deep, man. But man, Sam, brother, thank you so much for coming here, man.
There's no limit in life, bro.
Yeah.
No limits.
Thank you so much for coming today. We're gonna do it again.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Next one, please. If you want to come, join us. The conversation was really good.
Yes.
You know, it was really good.
Yeah,
And,
sure.
yeah, and we'll do it up. And yeah, man.
We'll talk
Follow
more.
Sam on Instagram. Follow Alex Recker on Instagram. Follow also if Daniel wants to put my handle, because he never does it.
Súbalo del record, baby.
Bro, you want me to do the